So, hello everyone, I'm ConCon Films, and today we're going to be starting a stop motion tutorial. I will be doing these tutorials every week or so stay tuned. So, first, in order to make a stop motion, you need good lighting. So, let me turn on my lights. So, basically, your lighting should be like this. Basically, I have one flashlight pointing at the set, and then another flashlight pointing from above the set. Once you got your lighting set up I used the desk lamps, and I use this bendable flashlight so I can move it whenever I need to. And basically, this is basically the scene from the online shopping fail. So what I did is I used base plates, and then I stick them behind the person. So when you want to do a stop motion, you would want the viewers to see only the Lego person and not anything else. So let's just jump right into the walking tutorial stop motion. So okay, so you would want the screen to just be blank like this. Have your, like a blank white background. The lighting is set, and now we're ready to start the stop motion. If you want, you can put the background base plates like this, but I try to make mine all the same color. So I use these light blue ones. Stick it in between the studs, which works pretty good. So you got your base plates like that, and then you get a minifigure. In my instance, I'm gonna use Johnson. So Johnson's gonna be my minifigure. He's just gonna be standing here. And then now what I wanna do is just zoom in, move my iPad a bit, and then get him in the correct position where you can see the minifigure, and no other distractions. Then you would want to see his leg when you're walking, so just move him a bit. So now he's like this. This is your first position where you want to take your shot. So when you're doing a walk, you want the minifigure to look like he's moving his leg continuously. So what I usually do is my frames per second is 10 frames per second. And I use 10 frames per second to do all my stop motions. So let's just get started in. First, I forgot to mention that I use Stop Motion Studio Pro. And you don't need Stop Motion Studio Pro for this, but it's recommended. So basically, you got his first picture of him just being in his position. Then the next one is pretty different. So as you can see, Johnson has legs like any normal person. But there are two parts of the legs, this part and then this part. So there is this place on the legs where, like this part right here, where you use that to rest it on the stud. So you have a stud, and then the next position, let me just make sure. I'm just gonna delete this and restart. So then you got your first position. Okay, you got your first position. And then next, you gotta get him like this. So we're using his right leg first. And you can see it's not completely in between the studs. It's the bottom of his right leg is just resting on the stud. So you take another picture like that. Okay, you got 2 pictures now. In the third picture, you make his right leg go in between the studs. So that's the third picture. And then finally, you make his right leg step on the stud and his left leg go back in between the studs. So once you take your picture with the next leg, you basically just keep on repeating the same process. But the most important thing to remember is that you have to keep on switching legs on each 5 pictures. So you did 5 pictures with the right leg, and then you repeat the process with the left leg, and then with the right leg again, and then with the left leg. And then you keep on doing that till it becomes more and more easier, and then you could actually see your minifigure actually walking on each stud. So that's the picture. Got this one. This one. And then this one. So I walked 3 studs, 14 pictures, and then this is how it should look. Basically, yep, and that's how you do a walking tutorial. So stay tuned for more tutorial videos, and bye. This is ConCon Films.